Manga-Waido.
Mom, my boyfriend just proposed to me.
You're getting married? Congratulations, Riku.
Thanks, but I'm not inviting you to the wedding.
What? I'm Ikumi Yoshikawa. I got married when I was 25. My husband was really nice and handsome, and he had a great job. I loved him so much. When we decided to get married, I told him I wanted to keep working. He didn't mind at all. He even agreed to help me with the housework. He was so nice. But then, right after I gave birth to my daughter Riku, he got transferred to the sales department. The hours were really long. And now he had to go on business trips almost every other week. He was barely home. Hey, you have been working a lot lately. Is there any way you can come home a bit early? It's really hard looking after the baby by myself.
I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. But my boss, he's not very supportive. All he cares about is numbers.
I see.
I'm really sorry. I'll try and talk to him again.
After that, he tried to take paternity leave to help me out with the baby. But his boss, he said his career would be over if he did that. We had a long talk about it, and we decided it wasn't the best choice. So I asked my mom for help. Mom was more than happy to help. I owed her big time.
Riku, come here, honey.
Thank you. Always.
No worries. Have a great day at work.
A year went by. I was feeling so much better now, thanks to my mom. Riku was starting to go to nursery school, and I went back to work. My husband was still busy, but he tried his best to spend time with us on the weekends. But then when Riku started middle school, he got transferred to a different department. The hours were even longer now. He was almost never home. Doing things around the house and raising a child on your own while having a full-time job wasn't easy. I was getting exhausted. Doing things around the house and raising a child on your own while having a full-time job wasn't easy. I was getting exhausted. Akito, you've been working a lot lately. Is everything okay?
Huh? Yeah.
I wish you could spend more time with us. I know it's your job, but still.
I know. But I'm the manager now, so I don't have much of a choice.
I know that, but you're never home these days.
I know! But we talked about this when I thought about taking paternity leave. But you said I should prioritize my work!
We did talk about this. I knew if he took paternity leave, he wouldn't be able to climb up the corporate ladder, so I told him to put his work first. I did say that, but still, that was many years ago, and I thought things would get better if he got promoted, not worse. After an awkward silence, we apologized to each other, and that was that. But I don't know. It felt like he was putting this on me. I'm so tired.
What's the matter?
My husband. He's never home. He's always going on business trips.
What? That sounds a bit fishy.
What does that mean?
Maybe he's cheating on you.
Hey, stop joking around about things like that.
I don't know. I don't think he'd ever do that to me.
You never know. By the way, you're really my type.
What?
I said that's enough.
Sorry.
Maybe he's right. I started to get nervous. So one night, I took a look at his phone. Then, what the? I found this picture of him and this beautiful woman. I thought about dropping it, but I couldn't. So I confronted him about it. When I asked who she was, he told me she was his translator.
We took this photo right after we closed this big deal. We all went out for drinks to celebrate. Yeah, sorry to worry you like that.
Is that it?
I promise there's nothing between us. I swear.
Okay, I'm sorry too. So I decided to drop it, but honestly, I didn't believe him just yet. Mom, what do you think of this photo?
I don't know. They seem really close.
I know, right? Ugh, I feel like such an idiot. While I'm here working my butt off, he's out there flirting with other women? Ugh. You seem stressed out. You should take a break. Well, yeah, but what about Riku?
I'll look after her, no worries. Hey, I found this in the mailbox today.
English school?
Yes, and this one looks fun too. It's a coupon for a beauty salon. You should try something new and relax.
Maybe. She did have a point. I decided to take a few days off. I went to check out the English school. It was actually a lot of fun. I started going there every week. It helped me take my mind off of things. It was great. I was feeling much better. Good thing I took my mom's advice.
You're in a good mood, Mom.
Really?
Yeah, you look much better these days.
Thanks. Yesterday, my teacher told me my pronunciation was really good. That's why I'm in such a good mood.
I see. Good job, Mom.
I'm thinking about taking the icon test. You want to take it with me?
Sounds good.
All right. Everything was starting to look up for me. But then...
Dad can't come?
No, his flight got delayed.
Oh
It was our 15th anniversary. My husband was flying home that night, and we were all planning to go to this nice restaurant to celebrate, but he couldn't make it. The next day, he came home with this really awkward look on his face.
I'm so sorry. It was a work emergency.
So what? That's what you always say. We're family.
I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you, okay? How about this weekend?
I've got plans already.
Do you think you can reschedule? On Monday, I gotta fly out of the country again, so...
So you want me to just change my schedule for you?
Well, I was just throwing it out there as a possibility.
You're so selfish.
I'm sorry.
I can't just change it, okay? It's too late.
Oh, okay.
We started drifting apart. I was hoping things would get better over time, but it only got worse. A few months later, I decided to get a divorce. I couldn't take it anymore.
You serious?
Yes, I'm sorry, but I can't live like this anymore.
Okay, fine.
I got custody of Riku. He agreed to pay me $800 a month in child support. Sorry about this, Riku.
It's okay.
Take care.
You too. And so, we got a divorce. After that, Riku and I moved in with my mother. Riku, I want you to grow up to be a strong woman. Study hard in school, okay?
Okay, Mom. I will.
That's the spirit. I'm so proud of you, honey.
Thanks.
I started working harder than ever to support Riku. I did everything I could to help her excel in life. A few years later, she got into one of the best high schools in the country. She never mentioned Akito. She probably didn't like him. He was barely home, so can't say that I blame her. Akito asked me a couple times if he could see her, but I kept saying no. Then, 10 years later, Riku is now working at one of the biggest companies in the country. I was so proud of her. She had a good thing going for herself. Then one day when she was 24...
Hello, I'm Haruto Yoshi. I've been dating Riko for a year now. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
He's the best salesman in our company. He's a brilliant person.
Oh, Riku, I'm so happy for you.
Please take good care of her, young man.
Will do.
Then, a year later, she told me he finally proposed to her. I was so happy for her. But then...
I'm not inviting you to the wedding.
What? Why?
6 months ago, at my aunt's funeral, I ran into Dad.
Akito's sister passed away a few months ago, and apparently she ran into Akito there. I didn't go, so I had no idea. When Akito first talked to her, she told him to back off. She despised him.
You're not my father!
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
You put your work before your family, and you didn't even pay child support. Stop talking to me.
I've been paying child support for years! $800 a month!
What? Mom, you always told me Dad never paid child support. Why? After the funeral, I checked your bank account. I also checked your old phones.
What?
You've been lying to me for years, and you said he cheated on you, but you were the one cheating on him.
How did you? She was right. I thought my husband was cheating on me, and I wanted to get back at him. So I started messing around with one of my colleagues. His name was Sakurai. But I only did it because I thought Akito was doing the same to me. It was nothing serious, and I didn't think it was such a big deal. But Riku, she was very upset about this. I didn't know what to tell her.
Where did all that money go, huh?
Riku, listen, please, I can explain.
Fine, but wait until Dad gets here. He should be here soon.
What?
Yeah, I told him about everything, and he said he was coming right away.
Then the doorbell rang. Riku answered the door. It was Akito. My body started shaking.
I'll cut right to the chase. Where did all the money go?
Hold on, this is all a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding, huh?
Just tell us the truth, Mom.
I'm sorry, I used it all up.
On what?
Living expenses.
Liar! Beauty salons, English schools, designer handbags, nice kimonos. Tell us the truth.
How does she know about all of this? I didn't know what to say.
I checked your bank account. Stop lying to us.
You had a full-time job. You made more than enough to support her. Why did you do this?
It's all your fault.
Huh?
You sued Sakurai for damages. I wanted to marry him, but you ruined everything.
What on earth are you talking about?
I wanted to marry him. Then I wouldn't have had to do all this.
Wait, so you were planning to marry him, but that didn't work, and that's why you started doing this?
Yes, I knew it was wrong, and I was going to stop, but I couldn't. But I was going to stop, I swear.
You're unbelievable, Mom. I can't believe I looked up to you.
Rico, I'm truly sorry.
You had no idea about any of this, so it's not your fault. It's all her fault, and Grandma, who should have stopped her but did nothing.
Riku.
Mom, you and Grandma? I'm not inviting you guys to the wedding, so...
No.
And the money you stole from Dad? Give it back right now, or I'm gonna take this to court.
Riku had to take out a student loan for college. She was still paying it off to this day. When she was in college, she worked multiple jobs to support herself. I sent them money every month so she wouldn't have to do all that, but I didn't even know what to say to her anymore. I thought they'd never find out. I talked to my mom right away, and we decided to sell the house to pay off our debt. My mom hated the idea, but it was the only choice. And so we sold the house, paid off our debt, and moved into an old apartment.
Why? Where did it all go wrong? After all I did for Riku.
Keep it down. The walls here are paper thin. The neighbor is gonna yell at us again.
But I'm miserable here.
Keep it down!
Riku had her wedding a few months later. I really wanted to be there, but she didn't even tell us the date. I heard from one of my relatives that Akito was there. I was so jealous.
Oh, Riku looked beautiful. Look.
Oh, good to hear.
Why didn't you guys come? I asked Riku, but she didn't tell me.
Oh, it's a long story.
Well, don't feel too bad. Here, take this photo. Hope you feel better.
I looked at the photo. Riku looked really happy. But me? I was miserable now. I was stuck in this old apartment with my mother now. I had nothing. Where did it all go wrong? I couldn't find the answer to that, but one thing was for sure. It was too late for regrets now. Oh, it's a long story.
Well, don't feel too bad. Here, take this photo. Hope you feel better.
I looked at the photo. Mika looked really happy. But me? I was miserable now. I was stuck in this old apartment with my mother now. I had nothing. Where did it all go wrong? I couldn't find the answer to that, but one thing was for sure. It was too late for regrets now. I'm Anna Kataoka. After graduating from high school, I ran away from home and moved to the city by myself. My father was a piece of shit, and I wanted to get away from him and start fresh. But when I got there, I had nowhere to go. Then, one night, when I was out on the streets...
What are you doing out here by yourself? You okay?
This guy came up to me and started talking to me. His name was Takuya Ogiwara, my soon-to-be boss. Then he took me to this girl's bar.
Toku-san, you found another one?
She was out there all by herself. I couldn't just leave her there. So, what do you want to eat?
Huh?
Noodles, ramen, pizza? Anything you want. I'll make it for you.
You're just gonna order delivery.
Hey, be quiet!
He seems a bit flamboyant, but he seems nice. Much nicer than my no-good dad. I thought I could trust him. So I told him how I ended up here. He was a very good listener. Then...
If you got nowhere to stay, you can come to my house. I got a daughter around the same age as you. She'll be thrilled.
About an hour later...
This is Mayu, my beloved daughter. Pretty cute, right?
Hey, Dad, stop it!
Mayu and I were the same age. We became friends right away. But Mayu, she wasn't very fond of her father.
He's a terrible person. He's such a womanizer. And growing up, always came home drunk.
She complained about him a lot. Toku-san used to work as a host at a host club. But then one day he saw this woman wandering around in the street. He wanted to help her out, so he let her eat and drink for free at the club he worked at. She didn't have any money, so he put it all on his tab. But then the manager found out about this and he got fired. After that, he married the woman he saved. A few years later, Mayu was born. After that, he opened his own bar and started working to support his family. But then a few years later, his wife passed away due to an illness. He's been raising Mayu on his own ever since. But raising a daughter on his own wasn't easy. When she was in middle school, he got her a designer handbag for her birthday.
I can't use this. I'm just a teenager.
She didn't like it very much. When Mayu had a friend over who just broke up with her boyfriend...
Don't sweat it. You're really good at talking to others. You want to come work at my club?
He was always embarrassing her in front of her friends. One time in field day, one of the boys got injured at the last minute, so he filled in for him. That's pretty funny.
It's not funny. He's always embarrassing me in front of everyone.
Sorry. I guess she had a point. He was really outgoing and joked around a lot, but deep down he was a good person, I could tell. My no-good dad came to see me a few weeks later, asking me for money. But Toku-san took a firm stand and told him to take a hike. He just liked to help people out, I guess. If one of his employees wanted to pursue a different career, he backed them up 100%. Some of the girls that used to work for him went on to become nurses and doctors. By the way, he introduced me to a girl who became a lawyer a few days later. She helped me cut all ties with my biological father. I want to work for him. I had a feeling he'd take good care of me, so when I turned 20, I told him I wanted to work at his place.
If that's what you want, then sure.
Thank you. A few years went by. I had a lot to learn at first, but I really liked this job. It was a girls' bar, but many of the customers came to talk to Taku-san. The place was always packed. This one time, Taku-san collapsed from overworking. It wasn't easy running this place without him, but we all worked together and figured it out. Then, when he got back from the hospital...
Hey guys, guess what? My daughter Mayu, she's getting married!
What? I had no idea. Maya and I used to be good friends, but after I started working here, we started to drift apart. She never liked her father's job, so that's probably why.
She said she's gonna invite you too!
Really? Cool. Her fiance's name was Shoto. His father owned a real estate company. He actually owned the building our club was in. And that's how they met. And 6 months into their relationship, he proposed to her. The wedding was in 3 months. Shoto? That name rang a bell. I asked Toku-san if he had a picture of him. Wait.
You know him?
I don't know. I might. Back in high school, there was an older student there. He always bragged about how rich his father was, and he caused all sorts of trouble at school. I was pretty sure it was him.
What a wonderful day! Come on, let's drink! It's on the house!
That night... Mayu, hey! Long time no see. Sorry about this.
I hate it when he gets drunk like this. Please keep an eye on him from now on.
Sorry. Taku-san had had way too many to drink that night. He was in no shape to go home on his own, so I called Mayu to come pick him up. Hey, I heard you were getting married. Congrats!
Thanks.
Your fiancé. I think I went to high school with him. And, he was sort of a troublemaker back then. I know it's not my business, but I'm just saying...
I'm fine, okay? He can be a jerk sometimes, I know that. But he grew up in a rich family, so sometimes he looks down on others. But deep down, he's a good guy. He cares about me a lot.
Oh.
And he's rich.
Huh?
They say money isn't important, but I disagree. Dad, he's getting old. He can't keep doing this forever. What if he collapses again? I'm the one who's gonna have to take care of him, you know? If I marry him, I'll never have to worry about money again. This is what I want.
Oh. This wasn't my business, so I didn't know what else to say to her. A few days later... What's the matter, sir?
I don't know where to begin.
A few days ago, he met Mayu's fiancé and his parents at a restaurant. Shuto seemed like a really good guy at first, but then, when he ran into him in the bathroom...
So, you're coming to the wedding? Yeah, can't wait. It's gonna be great. You just don't get it, do you? Huh? I guess Mayu didn't tell you. She doesn't want you there, okay? She said you're an embarrassment. Huh? If you really care about her, maybe you should cut all ties with her. Just saying. So yeah, that's what happened. I don't know if she's serious or not, but I don't know what to do.
Mayu, I know she doesn't approve of his work, but I don't think she'd say that.
But maybe he has a point, you know? I'll probably just end up embarrassing her. I just want the best for her. So maybe I should just stay out of her way.
Toku-san. He was smiling, but he seemed really upset. That night, I called some of my friends and asked around about Shuto. Maybe if I find some dirt on him, Mayu might reconsider. Then, a few days later, the hostess who knew Shuto told me something unbelievable. I knew it. Thanks for telling me. Will you help me out? I need your help. Sure thing. The day before the wedding, I revealed the truth about Shuto to Toku-san.
What the?
Sir, you gotta do something about this. Wedding day. I'm sorry to inform you that the bride's father couldn't be with us here today. He came down with the flu just a few days ago. That look on her face. She never told him not to come, I knew it. The wedding went on as planned. But then, about halfway into the ceremony, something happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest here with us tonight. Give it up for...
Here we go.
Ta-da! Hello, everyone! I'm Mayu's father!
Dad?
What the hell? He recovered at the last minute! Please give him a round of applause! Thank you, thank you! I woke up this morning and I was feeling great, so I came! Mayu, congratulations, honey!
Thanks.
There's something I want to show you. Come closer.
Stop it.
What the? This was taken at the hostess club my friend owns. This guy seems like trouble. This place sucks. We should make it go out of business. Yeah, I agree. The girls here are ugly as hell anyways. You want to keep your job? Then go get me another drink. Hurry. He looks exactly like Shuto. What? You better do as he says. It's not wise to piss off Shuto-san. Oh, looks like it's really him. He went out drinking almost every single night, and he was like this to everyone. He was a troublemaker. Some clubs thought about banning him and filing for damages, but since his dad owned a lot of property around the city, everyone was just afraid of him. My friend owns this place. Let's see what he did there. Is that... Ooh, looks like he's sexually harassing one of the girls there. Look at this photo. He's kicking the glass. What's your problem? I was just drunk, okay? Leave me alone! I see. How about this one then?
Stop it.
Mayu?
Stop it, Dad. Why are you doing this? If I marry him, you'll benefit from it too. You know how wealthy he is. You wouldn't have to work as much anymore. And how is any of this your business? So what if he likes to go out and drink? You were just like him when you were young. Toku-san.
I guess you do have a point. I was a lightweight on top of that, so I guess I was worse.
Yeah, so stop it.
But unlike him, I'll never betray you. Ever.
But I overheard you were getting married, Shuto-san.
Oh, her? She's a nobody. She does everything I tell her. I'm gonna put her to work and make her work for free. Once she gets old, I'll just dump her ass.
Huh?
Oh, and her dad? He owns this crappy bar in one of my dad's buildings. The girls there are super ugly, and I hate that place. I'm gonna ask my dad to raise the rent there, so they go out of business.
That's terrible.
I'm rich. I can do whatever I want. Hey, you're cute. Come here. Mayu, I'm sorry I had to do this. But when Anna told me the truth about him, I had to do something.
Anna? It wasn't just me. Every one of his friends chipped in. They all care about you, Mayu. Look, I know you don't approve of your father's work. It's unstable and sometimes it can be dangerous, I get that. But Mayu, your dad has saved so many people, including me.
Anna.
I know you're his daughter, so I know it's not the same thing, but...
Actually, Mayu and I...
We're not related by blood. I know, Dad.
What?
I had no idea. When Toku-san helped out Mayu's mother, she was already pregnant. It was her ex's child. But Toku-san didn't care. He raised her as if she was his real daughter.
How do you know about this?
You really thought I wouldn't notice? Come on, it was pretty obvious.
Oh, right.
Why didn't you say anything, though?
I was actually planning to tell you at the wedding. I thought you might be glad to find out that we weren't actually related. I know I'm an embarrassment to you. But I couldn't because, well, Shuto told me not to come.
What? Is that true, Shuto?
Shuto, is he telling the truth?
Explain yourself.
No, he's making it all up! And who cares about him? He's just some drunk who's not even related to her!
Shuto.
You're right. I'm just a drunk. I'm a loser. But you're not related to me, so don't be embarrassed. Don't worry about me. Go out there and live your life.
Hold on.
Shuto, you've been lying to us all along.
What? No!
You pretended to be this really nice guy, but you're a horrible person. I can't believe I fell for you. Screw you, get out of my life.
Shuto, I'm disappointed in you. Son, you're out of the family!
No!
Dad?
Yeah?
I'm so sorry. I was such an idiot. Please keep being my dad.
Mayu.
I'm sorry. You're my dad. I don't care if we're not related by blood.
Mayu. Mayu!
He raised her all these years. He's her real father. And he's saved so many people. He's the best dad ever. Mayu, Toku-san, congratulations!
Yeah! Way to go!
Congratulations!
All the guests got up and started clapping. But it didn't look so good for Shuto. His relatives tore him apart. After the wedding, Toku-san and I apologized to all the guests for making a scene. We apologized to Mayu as well. Mayu, I'm truly sorry.
I'm sorry.
Stop it, you two. I should be the one apologizing. I'm sorry about all the horrible things I said to you guys. I'm nothing like Shuto, but I gotta admit, I had my share of prejudice against people who worked at bars and stuff. Well, I take pride in my work, but it's not for everyone. Right, Taki-san?
Yeah, dealing with drunk idiots isn't easy.
But you always get drunk before anyone else.
How do you know?
She's your daughter. She knows everything. Yep.
Oh boy.
And so the wedding came to an end. Shoto used his savings and started his own company after that, but he had nobody on his side. He went out of business in less than a year. He lost everything. Not sure where he is now or what he's up to, but who cares? Then, 7 years later, it was my big day. Let's bring out the cake! It was my wedding day. I started dating him a couple of years ago. I loved him very much. Stop crying so much, babe.
But Toku-san's speech was really touching!
Come on, get it together.
You okay there? Here, let me help. I know. Why don't we all cut the cake together?
Dad, stop it! Anyways, it was a rough couple of years, but glad everything worked out.
My name is Ryo Akai. I just turned 29. I work at a company that makes furniture and interior decorations called Hibiya Furniture. I work as a manager there. As a matter of fact, I'm the youngest manager they've ever had. Fortunately, I work well with my staff, and sales have increased since I took the job. Today, we're having our monthly party. Thanks to everyone's hard work, we were able to reach our sales target for this month.
It's not just us. We were able to reach the goal because of your leadership, Ryo. But times are tough. Reaching the target every month is getting harder and harder.
That's my assistant, Rick Komiya. He always has a positive outlook, and he's sort of the mood maker in our section. I don't blame him for being a little downbeat about our future prospects. Our company policy is geared towards a luxury branded image, and that of course increases the price. When the company started out, the company grew with its luxury image and pricey furniture, but now people are seeking more affordable furniture. Several competitors arrived on the scene offering cheaper, high-quality furniture, which negatively affected our company. But our president, Mr. Hibiya, was adamant about maintaining this luxury image, and when it comes down to it, affected our bottom line. Okay, everyone, I better get going. You younger folks stay and have fun.
Are you leaving already, boss? Oh yeah, you got the manager's meeting tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah, that's right. Don't drink too much, guys. See you at work tomorrow. With that, I hopped on the train and headed home. I got off the train one stop before my own and decided to walk home to sober up a bit when...
Would you please stop?
Huh? Wonder what's up.
Just shut up and come with me!
I said no. I don't want to go.
This doesn't seem like some lover spat. This is a bit scary, but I have to save her! Police! Police over here! A woman is being accosted! Help! I wasn't sure if it was gonna work, but the guy seemed shocked and took off down the alley towards the station.
Thank you so much for your help. I didn't know what I was going to do.
Please, don't mention it.
I would really like to thank you. Can I ask your name?
Oh, right. No need to thank me. It was nothing. Right then, I got a call from Komiya. Apparently, a younger female staffer drank too much and passed out at the shop we were just at. I'm so sorry! Seems there's an emergency! Oh yeah! Here's my business card! If there's something, please contact me! I handed the woman my business card and left for the restaurant. I arrived back at the shop, and the female staff member had recovered somewhat, and they were able to take her home safely. I remember that night being pretty hectic. Then, several days later...
Hey, Ryo! There's a visitor here to see you! You get around, boss! I didn't realize you had the time!
Huh? What are you talking about? I was a little confused by Rick's smirk. Oh, you're that woman from the other day.
Sorry, I didn't even introduce myself that night. It was all so sudden. I'm Himadri Takahashi. Pleased to meet you. Thank you so much for helping me the other night.
She must have checked my business card and brought me a little gift even. Wow, I didn't realize she was so attractive. Everything happened so fast the other night, I wasn't really paying much attention to her. Well, she came all the way out here, so the least I could do is show her around the showroom. As I was doing so, I was impressed with her beauty and demeanor.
Do you mind if I stop in again on another day?
Pardon me? Yes, sure, of course. After that, she stopped in on numerous occasions and bought small interior items for her grandparents. She was 8 years my junior, but her maturity and demeanor made her seem a lot older. No matter how you look at her, she must be from a really good family.
I'll bet you anything that she has the hots for you, Ryo.
Huh? No way! She's too attractive for me!
I think you should ask her out to dinner. You'll find out for sure that way. Don't worry, I won't tell the others.
Yeah, well, besides, she's a customer! Like that, Rick would pressure me to ask her out, and after about a month later...
I'm so sorry to have asked you to come tonight. I know you're very busy. I really wanted to repay you for the other night.
Oh, right! I'm so honored that you invited me. Before I could ask her out, she called me and invited me to dinner to a very expensive-looking restaurant. To be honest, I was extremely nervous at first, but I felt so comfortable in her presence that I gradually relaxed. As we began to relax and talk more frequently, she opened up about her current situation and what led up to that incident the other night.
To be honest, I'm trying to avoid my father. That guy you scared away the other night, he's my father's assistant.
Apparently, her father's the CEO of a big company and a very strict disciplinarian. When she was in junior high, her parents divorced. She went on to live with her mother, but some years later, her mother died. When Himari turned 20, her father was insistent that she marry someone of his choosing, but she refused to go along, and since then, she'd been brushing off all efforts by his staff.
I appreciate that he supports me financially, but it's my life, and I wanted to choose who I want to marry.
Yeah, sure. I can understand that.
Then you came along and rescued me. I just, well, I thought maybe this was fate.
Pardon me?
Oh, please forget what I said. Hey, how about we go to a nice Italian place down the street? It's really delicious.
I didn't press her on it. I knew her family situation was complicated, so I didn't delve too much into her personal matters. After that first outing, we started to see each other on numerous occasions. We went out to dinner and even the movies. She would always enjoy our dates and be giddy like a child. I was attracted to her innocent, childlike ways, but we never officially went steady, so to speak. Yeah, well, I suppose a regular office manager like me and a beautiful daughter of a company president would not be too fitting, I suppose. Then one day, I was called to the president's office. What is this? Did I do something wrong? This was the first time I was called up to the president's office. I was extremely nervous as I knocked on the door. Huh? What are you doing here? Standing in the president's office was none other than Himari! The president, Mr. Hibiya, stood up and said,
So, apparently, you've been taking good care of my daughter, Mr. Akai.
Huh? Does that mean...
I am so sorry, Rio. I just couldn't get up the nerve to tell you.
Apparently, her father was actually the president of the company I work for! She later told me that she knew exactly who I was as soon as I gave her my business card that night. But apparently, she thought if she told me, I would act differently towards her.
I didn't figure that an employee of my own company would interfere in getting back my daughter. I'm sure you probably know what I'm going to say, but I don't want you to ever see my daughter again. You can keep your job, but I don't want you to ever get in touch with her again. You got that?
But Dad, you can't do that.
I don't want to hear anything from you, Himari.
You can't, Dad. We are free to do whatever we want. You can't order us around. I want to keep seeing Rio from now on. I want to be with him no matter what. I love Rio.
Himari. Sir, me too. I'm in love with your daughter. I know that we come from different worlds, but I still want to make her happy. I love her.
Didn't you hear what I said? I said I never wanted you to see my daughter ever again. You disobey me and you're fired. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I'm ready for that. So go ahead and fire me.
What did you just say?
If me getting fired means I can marry Himari, I will gladly resign. To my surprise, those words came out naturally, and the president seemed taken aback by my confidence. He stood there unable to reply.
Boy, oh boy. Do I have to explain everything to you, son? No matter how much you whine about how much you love her, her marriage has already been decided. Come on in.
Suddenly, a man entered the room. His face showed no emotion.
This is Aruna Fukazawa. He's a skilled investor, and the man who will be marrying my daughter.
I later heard this from Himari, but this guy's apparently a professional investor. He's the son of Shin Fukazawa, the famed investor. It's said that he became a millionaire while still in high school. Well, if, or shall I say when, Himari and I get married, I will be able to restructure this company and make it into the money-making corporation it once was. If that happens, you yourself will reap the benefits. It's a win-win for all involved. Now, you have no intention of disrupting such a beneficial situation, do you, sir? Himari, one thing you should always remember. You mustn't rely on love or fate in this world. Hold it 1 second! Do you truly want to marry Himari? Do you love each other? Yes, we are compatible for each other. The benefits of marrying her have tremendous value going forward. But there's no room for love! This is all for money! Is that what you're saying? Like I said, we mustn't rely on silly things like love and fate.
Now, relax, guys. Okay, Akai. If you're so insistent, I'll give you a chance. There's going to be an investor meeting soon. In 3 months, to be exact. If you're able to increase your sales 5-fold, I'll give it consideration. What do you say?
Wait, 5 times? Such a feat is impossible! Maybe that's why he suggested such an outlandish offer. Okay, sir. I accept!
Oh yeah? You said it, not me. You know what that means, right?
Yes, sir! I'll give it my best shot!
Wait, 5 times? You can't be serious.
Like in 3 months? That's impossible.
This is my problem. I'll draw up a business plan. I'll do most of the work. Don't worry about it.
What you're trying to do is impossible, Rio. You do know that, right?
Yeah, I'm perfectly aware of what I'm attempting.
No, Rio, what Rick is saying is, nothing is impossible.
That's right! When it comes to impossible, we get fired up and make it possible! Right, guys?
Are you serious? You guys!
Yeah, we're serious! We'll do this and get back at those guys!
You're the one that taught us never to give up and to go for the impossible. That's the slogan of the Akai team. Do the impossible. I really appreciate this, everyone.
Now we were set to achieve an impossible goal. I couldn't let my staff down, so I decided to revise our entire business marketing plan for the next 3 months. That investor, Aruna, was seen checking out our shop on numerous occasions. Is he here to check how we're doing? We worked hard to increase our sales, and 3 months passed, and the day of reckoning finally arrived. As I entered the president's office, Aruna and Himari were already there, waiting.
Oh well. Too bad, Ryo.
Yes, sir. We tried. Although we gave it all we had, we were only able to achieve a 3-fold increase in our sales efforts. Although it was the best sales the company had ever achieved, it was not the 5-fold increase that was promised. I guess this is fate. I did my best, but failed.
Okay, Mr. Fukuzawa. Shall we get on with the plans for investment into the company as planned?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, Akai. No need for you anymore. You can go.
No, I would like him to stay, if you don't mind.
Huh? What's up, Fukuzawa?
Sir, this is something I would like for him to hear too.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I plan to invest in your company, but there now has to be new conditions.
New conditions?
Yes, that's right. The new conditions are that you welcome Mr. Akai as an executive, and that you give him and Himari your blessing.
What? Are you serious?
Mr. Fukazawa!
Please, sir, calm down. I'm doing this as an investor.
As an investor? Are you nuts?
Mr. Fukuzawa, I appreciate your decision, but what do you mean? Mr. Akai, the past 3 months I've been observing your place of work. As a result, I realized that you have tremendous potential in business and outstanding leadership skills. You were able to energize your staff and achieve a sales target this company has never experienced before. On the other hand, Mr. Hibiya, what is your reason for adamantly sticking to only high-end customers?
Yeah, well, tradition, I suppose.
Sir, over the last 3 months, you have never appeared in the showroom, or visited the other branches or talked to the staff.
Yes, well...
You failed to talk with actual customers and hear their voices. You only stuck to what you call tradition. I came to the conclusion that was this company's major flaw. I'm sorry to say, sir, that you have no merit for this company. Only disadvantages.
Hold it right there, Mr. Fukuzawa! Do you realize what you're saying?
Yes, of course I do. It's an investor's job to improve a company's prospects. What this company needs right now is a person like Mr. Akai. You, Mr. Hibiya, are the person hindering any potential advantage this company has going forward. Mr. Fukuzawa went on and on with his logic. I was utterly speechless. But there was something that stuck with me.
But what about your marriage to Himari? Are you okay with that?
Yes, I'm not suited for Miss Himari. Mr. Fukuzawa went on to talk about his childhood. He was brought up by his strict father, who taught him that love and friendship had no place in this world. To succeed, he needed to put all that aside. He sacrificed all of that and just concentrated on how best to make money and to invest. Watching me work with my staff and the affection he saw between me and Himari made him realize his limitations. A few weeks ago, I asked one of your staff members, Mr. Komiya, why he worked so hard, and... You talked to Komiya? What he said was that he was forever in your debt, and that he wanted to repay you for all you did for him. He said all he's doing is helping a friend in need. He said that? And I talked to Miss Himari too. She said she was attracted to your kindness and consideration for others. After talking with them, I realized how lacking I was in this regard. I realized that I was acting just like my father, someone I despised. Just getting someone to invest will not save your company. Business is only successful because of the people who run it. I feel this is the best decision. I say that as an investor, and as a rational human being.
But, Mr. Fukuzawa, you can't...
Mr. Akai, Miss Himari, will you accept my decision? Yes, sir! Of course!
Thank you so much, Mr. Fukuzawa.
And Mr. Hibiya, what is your decision regarding this matter? Will you ignore my advice and continue to operate as is? Or will you accept my decision and restructure the company and increase its potential?
Do as you like, but just know that if Akai screws up, I'll fire him on the spot! You got that?
Okay, that's the right decision, sir. So, Mr. Akai, I look forward to working with you. As of that day, I was appointed an executive of the company, and was now under the umbrella of Mr. Fukuzawa's investment company. As a result, I was included in all aspects of the company's marketing and business strategies. To begin with, I immediately started revamping our whole lineup of furniture. I decided to maintain a line of high-end furniture according to company tradition, but started a new line catering to a more diverse clientele. And Himari also joined the company and used her language background to head up the overseas import-export section. We were able to increase our sales to overseas customers, and our sales surpassed anything previous. Then, as business stabilized, we decided to hold an elaborate wedding. At the wedding reception, Mr. Hibiya, our president, said something that took us all by surprise.
I want to take this opportunity to announce that I want to transfer this company to the younger generation. Mainly, Mr. Akai and his staff.
Mr. Hibiya.
All I could think of was to maintain the company's tradition, and I never visited the showroom or our other branches. I neglected all interaction with the staff. I even forced my will onto my only daughter. Mr. Akai and Himari, I was wrong. Will you ever forgive me? I'm sorry.
Father!
The wedding ended on a joyous note. Okay, ready everyone? Here goes! Smile! Oh, wait a second! Mr. Fukuzawa! Please, join us in the family photo!
Are you sure?
Yes, of course! You're an important part of our family too!
Come on, Mr. Fukuzawa. Don't be shy. And you too, Komiya. Get over here.
With so many wonderful friends and relatives, what can go wrong? I look forward to a bright and wonderful future.
My name is Maya Mitsuhashi. I work as a bank teller.
Yes, I'd like to deposit this.
Yes, of course, miss. Actually, that's my college friend, Miyuki Kurosawa. I just happened to run into her when I transferred to this bank recently. Here's your receipt and bank book statement.
Hey, Maya. What's up with you and Mr. Takeuchi?
I'm working now. Let's talk about such things another time, please.
Yeah, right. I look forward to it.
This is Mr. Takeuchi. She mentioned as our former college classmate. He was a few years ahead of us. He was always there for me when I was in a slump, and he would always cheer me up when I felt depressed. He's always been a good friend. And truth be told, he was someone I secretly had affection for. It never got anywhere, and it all ended after college.
I knew that Mr. Takeuchi was always working for Manhwa Bank, but I was surprised he was working at the same branch as you, Maya.
Yes, well, I was pretty surprised by myself.
Hey, Maya. Bet you still have the hots for him, am I right?
Yeah, well, I'm sure he doesn't look at me like that.
Huh? Seriously? I think he had a crush on you back in college.
Pardon me?
I mean, come on. He was like always making up a reason to walk home with you. And when we went on those class outings, he would always go out of his way to sit with you.
Really? I never really noticed.
Are you serious? You didn't notice?
How about you, Miyuki? How are things with your husband?
Yeah, well, as usual. When he's busy, we go out to eat on occasion, have a date after work, and so on.
That's awesome. So he's perfectly okay with you working, huh?
Yeah, actually, he's like the wife. Does the cooking and stuff.
Really? That's so cool. I envy you, Miyuki. Miyuki is a nailist. She operates several nail salons in the city. She was always someone I looked up to in college. I really have to work hard and someday be like Miyuki. Meeting her made me want to try harder to be better myself. That day, I was making the rounds and checking the ATM section of the bank.
Hey, excuse me. I'm not sure how to operate this machine.
This outlandish-looking guy in sunglasses was having trouble with the ATM, so I went to help.
Hey, haven't seen you around before. Did you just get transferred here? You know, you're pretty cute.
Uh-huh.
If you don't mind, can you give me your phone number?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm working right now.
I'm a big depositor at this bank. I have millions deposited. Here, take a look.
This guy, he said his name was Ryoto, pulled out his bank book and flashed it at me proudly. Wow, he wasn't kidding. That's a lot.
I guess you can say I'm a major investor.
Thank you so much for utilizing our bank, sir.
Yeah, well, you probably say that to all your customers, right? Just give me your phone number, huh?
I'm sorry, I really shouldn't.
I'm infatuated with girls like you. Cute and petite.
I'm sorry, sir. I have work to do. Please, excuse me. I was able to escape to the back office that time, but then he returned several times after that, always coming up to me and asking for my number. But I couldn't just ignore my job and cater to his every request, much less give out my phone number. Well, so far, I've been able to escape his persistence and return to work. Then 3 months passed. I was awarded the Bank Employee of the Year award for my outstanding customer service efforts.
Hey Maya, congratulations! You deserve this award. Actually, I was positive you would get the award this year, Maya.
Thanks so much. That's so nice of you to say.
Yeah, well, back in college, you were the same. Always trying your best and working so hard.
Wow, to be praised by Mr. Takeuchi like that, I'm in heaven. But good things didn't just last. That guy Ryoto, he continued to come to the bank, at times bringing gifts and continuing to murder me for my number. It was gradually getting out of hand. Then one day, as I was headed home from work...
Hey, Maya, right? Are you headed home?
Yes, that's right. I'm going home. Goodbye.
Hey, why so cold? Meeting you here is some kind of fate, huh? I'll walk with you to the station.
Because it was so crowded, I wasn't able to dash off so easily. Besides, Ryoto is a major customer, so I couldn't very well anger him in any way.
so I just kept my mouth shut. Just a little more ways to the station. It was then that Ryu suddenly grabbed my hand and stopped me.
Hey, I was looking to buy my mother a nice brooch. Could you help me pick one out?
I'm sorry, but I don't have time for that.
Do you want me to close my account? I'm a huge depositor. Your bank would take a big hit. You may just cause a lot of trouble for your coworkers and your boss.
Yes, but I guess if I just go along, I won't cause such a big hassle for the bank, so... Alright, just this once.
Yeah? Seriously? Man, you're a godsend! Alright then, let's get going.
Please don't touch me!
Jeez, come on! Don't be so prim and proper. Let's check this store out, shall we?
I went into the store and stood there for 15 minutes, and as he was paying, I told I had to catch the train and rushed out of there. This is getting way out of hand. I talked to the sub-manager about this, but he just brushed it off. I better talk to the branch manager himself. But I was only transferred to the bank 6 months ago, so I've only talked to the manager only once or twice. Oh yeah, that's right. Mr. Takeuchi was friendly at the branch manager. I'll talk to him first and see what he says. The next day, I immediately went to talk to Mr. Takeuchi. But, excuse me, Mr. Takeuchi.
Sorry. I got this important meeting. Can this wait?
Huh? Yeah, right, sorry. I wonder what's with the indifference. It's not like him. After that, I approached him numerous times but was given a cold shoulder. I didn't know what to do. I was in a bind. That's when my co-worker, Mr. Tashiro, approached.
Hey, Miss Mitsuhashi, can I talk to you for a second? It seems Mr. Takeuchi saw you go into a jewelry store with some guy the other day.
Huh? You're kidding me! I work closely with Mr. Tashiro and sort of sense my affection for Mr. Takeuchi.
I went out for a few drinks with him last night, and he mentioned that incident. He's been fond of you since college, so he said he was a little shocked.
Really? Is that what he said? I have to tell him that it was all a misunderstanding. I'll catch after work and explain it all to them. But Mr. Takeuchi left early that day, and I wasn't able to tell him. Oh god, why is this happening to me? First this guy stalks me, and then Mr. Takeuchi gets me all wrong. What am I going to do?
Did you talk to your manager about this?
Yeah, I talked to the sub-manager, but he said this guy is a big customer, so I shouldn't make a big thing out of it.
What? Seriously? What a useless guy.
I can't understand why this Ryoto character keeps hounding me. This whole thing is driving me nuts.
Hold on. Did you say Ryoto? Some rich guy?
Yeah, that's the guy's name. The guy obsessing over me. He's always wearing these sunglasses and wear flashy shirts. A real unique character.
Hold it a second. That can't be.
After that, I tried on a number of occasions to talk to Mr. Takeuchi, but our schedule didn't seem to mesh, and on top of that, he seems to be avoiding me, and time just went by. I have to catch him today and try to straighten things out with him. Then one day, as I was contemplating this whole unfortunate affair...
Hey, could you update my bank book?
Yes, right away, sir. What? Standing at my counter was none other than Ryoto. He always only uses ATM machines. He came over and line up here just so he could talk to me? Unfortunately, all the other tellers were busy and Mr. Takeuchi was out on a sales call. Yes, sir. Please hold on a second, please.
Great. And about that phone number. About time you gave it to me, huh?
I'm sorry, but I think I refused a number of times.
Oh yeah? Did you really look at the amount that's in my account? I mean, there's well over $1 million in my account.
Yes, I'm well aware of that, sir, but I refuse to give out my personal information to a customer.
Oh yeah? So you're gonna play that game, huh? Listen up, honey. You don't do as I say, and I'll withdraw all the money from this account and close my account. There are a lot of other banks I can go to. Are you okay with that?
Yes, sir. We'll get on it right away. You would like to close your account. Let me check the entire amount.
Wait, what?
He looked totally taken aback by my response. I gathered up his bank book and card and went to the back room. As I returned to the counter, he looked a little confused, not knowing what to do.
This is my account! You can't just close it! You're just a junior bank clerk, for Christ's sake!
Yes, sir. I went to verify your account, sir, but unfortunately there was not a penny in that account, sir.
What? Stop kidding around!
And about this bank book, this is a woman's name. Care to explain this, sir? You're not using a stolen bank book or anything, are you?
No, of course not! There's an explanation for this!
As Ryota was panicking and trying to explain things, I thought about the other night. Truth be told, I was aware of who this bank book actually belonged to and who this Ryota character was. It turns out, this guy Ryoto, or more accurately Ryoto, was my friend Miyuki's husband. I just learned this the other day. That guy you were talking about, the guy who was hounding you? Is it this guy? Oh my god, why do you have his photo? That's him! This is that Ryoto character for sure. Why do you know this guy? I'm really sorry, Maya, but this is my husband. Wait, what? Seriously? Her husband is not working but lives off some investments and money that his wife's nail salon's bringing in. Apparently, Miyuki had agreement with her husband. She works and she takes care of the home. That's why he had control of all of their finances. So that means all of the money that he was boasting about was basically all Miyuki's. After I heard you talking about this guy and then you mentioned his name and his description, well, I put 2 and 2 together and checked him out. I checked my bank book and his ATM use and saw that he was always using the same ATMs at your bank branch. But I met Ryoto at your wedding. It was a while back, but I hardly recognize him. Yeah, well, that's who he actually is. My relatives are very strict, as you know, and they insisted that he dress and act normally. Really? I had no idea. I knew he was probably up to no good, but to hit on you like he did, I will never forgive him for that. He's gonna feel my wrath. You can be sure of that. After she learned that it was her husband, she immediately withdrew all the money from her regular account and transferred it all to her own savings account. That's why there wasn't a cent remaining in a normal account.
Just forget it! Give me back my bank book!
Hold on, sir. I just contacted the person on this bank book, and she will be right away, so please wait.
What? Are you serious? You called Miyuki? What the hell were you thinking?
Then Ryoto grabbed the bank book from the counter and rushed off out of the bank. Hold it, sir! You can't leave! Wait!
No way I'm staying here! I'm out of here!
Darn it! I have no other choice but to... You're not going anywhere, mister!
Ah! What the hell? What are you, some kind of gorilla, for God's sake?
How dare you call me a gorilla? As a matter of fact, I was in the wrestling club with your wife Miyuki back in college.
What? Are you serious?
Miyuki and I were top wrestler back in our college, so we were actually kind of famous back then.
Let go of me, for God's sake! I'm a customer!
Just shut up and wait for Miyuki to get here.
Darn it, let go of me!
You really think you can get out of the lock? I've won countless matches with this move.
Who's this chick, for Christ's sake?
After a few minutes, Miyuki rushed into the bank. Maya, are you okay? Miyuki, what took you so long?
Oh my god, Miyuki?
Ryu, you really did it this time, buddy. Are you ready for the consequences?
Please, Miyuki, I can explain.
I will never forgive you for treating my best friend like you did. You're gonna pay for this, mister.
Miyuki totally berated him for his despicable behavior for several more minutes. First off, I want you to apologize to Maya.
Yeah, okay. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me.
And two, you're paying every cent of the money you used, other than the household expenses. You got that, buddy?
Seriously? Come on, Miyuki!
Sure thing. No problem. Maya, I'm really sorry about all of this. Take care of the bank details, would ya? She could have pressed charges against you. You know, you do not mess with me and Maya. Miyuki grabbed Ryoto by the collar and dragged him out of the bank. I'm glad that's all over with. Right when I was sighing in relief.
Maya! Hey!
Mr. Takeuchi?
I heard you had some sort of quarrel with a guy outside. Is everything okay?
Yes, no problem. I took care of everything.
Oh yeah? Okay. But I was so worried about you. Tell me right away when you're in trouble.
Thanks, but I can take care of myself. I am actually pretty strong, you know.
But, to be honest, if anything happened to you, I wouldn't know what to do.
Really?
Truth be told, I've always wanted to protect you. I was going to ask you out numerous times. I just couldn't get the courage up.
Mr. Takeuchi.
But you're going out with some guy, right?
No, that's all a misunderstanding. You're talking about that jewelry shop incident, right? You got me all wrong. That's not my boyfriend or anything. I was finally able to explain the situation to him and clear things up at last.
Seriously? I'm really sorry for avoiding you. I just thought I shouldn't interfere, is all.
As long as you understand, no problem. Oh yeah, what was it about you wanted to talk to me about?
Yeah, I was just... Hey! Are you guys okay? Can we talk a little after work?
Yes, for sure. Then after work, we went to a little restaurant and there he opened up about his feelings toward me, and we started to go steady. As for Miyuki and her husband, she really laid into him after they got home, and after some time, they got divorced. As for all the money he spent, he agreed to gradually pay it back. Yeah, he was a good talker back then. He was sorta charming and well, one thing led to the other, and we got married. I really don't have luck with guys. Yeah, I know. You did always seem to attract those kind of guys. But I'm sure a nice guy will come along sooner or later. I'm sure of it. Yeah, but maybe I think I'll stay away from guys from now on. And I think I'll focus on work. That's what I've always loved about you, Miyuki. Hey, maybe we should get married, huh? Sorry, I'm taken. I got Mr. Takeuchi. Yeah, I know, too bad. I finally got the guy I always wanted. I've got my best friend and the man I love. What more can I ask for?